the first time my song played in a UK radio station, I was jumping out of joy, and my brain immediately whispered, "Stop! You are 52. You look ridiculous."
Say me. I'm possible. Whatever I want to be.
That critical voice, that's the sound of self-sabotage. It's one of 5 sneaky ways we block our own happiness. And today we are going to expose all of them. What if I told you that useless worry, criticism, and even getting sick right after a big win aren't just part of life? What if they are active, predictable patterns we use to keep ourselves small? When I read this specific part of the book, The Big Leap, I felt so seen. I realized these 5 manifestations are habits, not just random emotions. By the end of this episode, we will have identified all 5 of these self-sabotage habits, from worry to procrastination, and I'll share the exact strategies and personal stories I've used to start breaking them. In our last episode, we talked about dismantling the foundation of our fears. Now, we are learning to stop the symptoms. The 5 ways the ULP shows up in our daily lives. The first one is worry. This is exactly that UK radio story. My mind invented a negative scenario. I looked ridiculous to contaminate the pure joy I was feeling. The book calls this useless worry. The strategy? Redirecting your thoughts. I already had this tool. I heard that negative thought. I let it go, and I kept jumping, I didn't care. I mean, it was like the thought was coming into my head, but I was so happy, and I knew this was my ULP that I kept jumping. I even recorded myself and posted it on social media just to tell that little voice that it's okay to feel joy like a little kid. The second one is criticism and blame. Oh, I found myself doing this all the time, especially when I'm in traffic. I was telling my kids just yesterday that I'm working on this. It's so easy to fall into criticizing someone for going slow. But I realized, who am I helping? Not me, not my kids, who I am actually contaminating with negativity, and not the other driver either. So the strategy is to refrain and refrain. My kids now get to witness my commitment. Yes, sir. They'll hear me say, "Come on, move." And then immediately I'll say, "Oops, another negativity. Let's change it. Dear driver, I wish you well. Whatever is holding you up, I hope it gets resolved soon." And my kids smile. We are interrupting the habit. This is what I'm doing. The third one, this one hits deep. Deflection of compliments. Years ago, I was part of a massive Billy Graham show as a singer, and one of the producers came to me and asked, "Angela, are you good at singing?" And I just shrunk. I shrugged my shoulders and said, "Well, they say so. Come on." He got so mad. He told me that if I'm good at singing, I should say it, because the wrong thing is to lie. Being humble doesn't mean diminishing our value. It means assertively knowing what we can do and offering it in service. And then he quoted Nelson Mandela's 1994 inaugural speech, and this transformed me completely. He said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure." We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. Ever since that day, I've practiced the strategy. Accept with gratitude. When someone compliments me, I just pause, I feel it, and say thank you. It's a reward for my hard work. That Mandela quote, it's the perfect antidote to playing small. But what about when our ULP gets physical, or when it shows up as the one thing we all struggle with? The last two manifestations are the sneakiest of all, and for me, the hardest to break. We'll get into getting sick and the monster of procrastination right after the break. I want to welcome again Global Formulas with this product BioBoost, which is a testosterone booster. This contains the specific ingredients that helps your body produce as much as testosterone as your body can produce. At a certain age, just like me, sometimes our body does not produce enough testosterone to help the muscles, grow. So it will not, give you more testosterone. I take it and look at me, so feminine. I love this thing because it makes me feel strong, makes me feel even powerful when I'm doing my workouts, especially if I'm doing weightlifting. This is really good, and it helps grow my muscles in a way that, this totally helps, keep the muscle there when you work out, and you can try it. This increased lean mass is a cortisol suppressant, and it stimulates protein synthesis. It also has an estrogen regulator. It's good either for male or female. You can use it safely. If you're a girl, you can take it safely. It will not grow you mustache. Look at me. I've been taking these for over 2 years and I don't have any mustache just yet. Welcome back. We have covered worry, criticism, and deflection. Now let's talk about the two heavy hitters. The fourth manifestation is illness or accidents. Do you remember our happiness thermostat back there in episode 1? This is it in action. I celebrated my 15th birthday with a huge, wonderful trip. I gathered with my kids, my husband, my mom. I was celebrating 50 years of health, happiness, and love. And deep in my mind, this little whisper said, nothing lasts forever. Soon after I got back, I got sick. And not just a simple cold. I got COVID. This was 3 years after the pandemic. I'd never had it, and now I got it. My mind was definitely trying to play games with my happiness. The strategy here is to take responsibility, not for the virus, but for the pattern. I had to recognize that my mind was looking for a way to bring me back down from that big happiness, and it found one. Finally, number 5, distraction and procrastination. Oof, this is the hardest one for me, and I'm here telling you about it. I've been working on strategies to get organized, get my music done, my work done, my family served, and I still feel like I'm failing. My problem? I want to do everything. The book strategy is to prioritize and delegate. I'm still working on the delegating part. Trusting others is hard for me, but I found other tools to help. I read The 12-Week Year, which is helping me avoid procrastination and prioritize. And this brings me to the real proactive strategy for all 5 of these symptoms: mindfulness and positive reinforcement. Being mindful helps me catch myself. And when I get off track, I am kind to myself. I just gently get back on track and keep going. The thing that I want us to remember from this episode is this: these 5 habits are not who we are. They are just manifestations of an old learned pattern. They are the ULP trying to keep us safe and small. We don't have to fix them all at once. It's just to notice them, to catch ourselves in the act of worrying, criticizing others, or deflecting. That awareness, that little pause is where the power lays down. That's when we can choose to redirect. Here's your challenge for this week. Again, it's simple and it's one of my favorites. Celebrate the wins. Yes, celebrate the wins. The next time you find yourself worrying because you are celebrating something, just catch it. Keep celebrating. Or the next time you find yourself criticizing someone, choose to wish them well instead. The next time someone gives you a compliment, just smile and say thank you and celebrate the win. Keep celebrating every single win. The smaller the win, the bigger the celebration. No matter how big or small that win is, keep celebrating. Keep, changing the pattern. And as always, I want to hear all about it. Send me a direct message on @AngelaBendeck in every social media and tell me all about the successes and celebrations that you are having this week. And if this episode was valuable to you, please share it with one friend who you care about. We are all in this together. And don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode of Say I Am Possible, the podcast. Thank you for joining me again.
Say me. I'm possible. Whatever I wanna be. I'm possible. But it's hard.
That critical voice was the sound of our because I read the book by... When I was reading these 5 manifestations, my mind intervened and negative invented that I'm working on this. What? And now, and not the other driver. Okay? Otra vez. Who am I contaminating? Who I am contaminating? Not my... And refrain. Refrain and refrain. Now get this witness. No. Testosterone that you will get as a female. Oh, ay, Dios mío, qué feo esto.